Today we have a really cool tool to talk about. This is a multi-tool in all aspects and purposes. This is brought to us by the gentleman running the YouTube channel Tiny Tool Shop. He sent me these 3D printed parts and we're going to take a look at these today. So make sure to stick around as I show you several of his concepts and some really cool things that he's come up with. Now what we're finding in the multi-tool world is I realize some of you are not a fan of carrying some of the bulky multi-tools out here. Here is the Nextorch Pioneer. This right here is not super bulky, but it is still a fairly large tool. One of the gentlemen in the multi-tool world tried to make his own multi-tool. This is the Tooler. And this one right here, he tried to pack everything into one tool and it ends up a little bit too large in my opinion. And something like this is so much more lightweight and pocketable. So let's go ahead and talk about this, and then we'll go ahead and weigh it perhaps as well later on. What we find right here is the Workpro pliers. And let me go ahead and take these out of here. This slots into here, and then you are able to slot this in here as well. Now in the back, we have the small, almost like the frame tools. And what you have are these Victorinox scissors, a slot for them, and it fits right here. Really cool, really neat that you can do that. Now, someone else had mentioned that Victorinox scissors are very hard to come by at the moment, that they're almost out of stock. Well, I was able to buy 4 pairs of scissors just to make sure I had enough. I think they come in about $7, and then there might be like $6 shipping when you buy these. I bought some toothpicks as well. I think this is the Swiss Tool Shop online. I'll try to leave some links below. I bought some toothpicks, some tweezers, and then some ink pens as well for the Victorinox tools to have extras on hand. So in the back, you can put your tweezers in here. You can put your toothpick in here. I actually took these out of this tool right here. Now this is a knockoff version of the Victorinox Swiss Guard. The Swiss Guard has gone up to about $50 or $60 for the low cost version, and then some of the other versions that are a little bit more involved or have some more tools, I think are up to words of $100 on Amazon, which is a little crazy. You can get this off-brand multi-tool wallet card right here off of Amazon for around $11. What I found out was that the scissors are really bad. So they are they are nowhere near the Victorinox. Yeah, they can't hardly even cut the paracord. Let's go ahead and try the Victorinox, and with these you can actually cut through the paracord. Not in one go because these are very small scissors, but yeah, with these, yeah, wow. Not doing so well. Can these scissors cut paper? Yes, they can. So for all intents and purposes, a lot of people might say that's good enough for, you know, saving about $40 or so. You can buy this, but just be aware that's not near as good as your regular Swiss card that you'll get from Victorinox for a lot more money. But I did buy these to have some of the extra tools on hand and to test these out. So let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to grab some of these tweezers and the toothpick out of here. We'll go ahead and throw these into this new tool. Then we'll move around to the front. So I've got this in here. Go ahead and put this, let's see, right there. And then put these in that slot. Very cool. And then these are the actual Victorinox scissors. You can tell that these are the real ones because they've got this like slope. The other ones from the fake ones are sort of flat, the scissors. All right, and then on the back, we have this 1/4 inch bit adapter that snaps into place. Very cool right there. And then on the front, you can use your 711L ratchet, put this double-sided bit, Phillips and the flat bit. You can snap that into place right here. Now, just a quick tip right here from the maker. He actually said to add this one after you put the ratchet in first. So after you put this ratchet in, you want the bit tip facing up, then you put this in afterwards. Let's go ahead and put these scissors the other way. I think, yeah, it'll fit a little bit better that way. All right, so then after you do that, you can just slide your Workpro pliers right there, and then you've got a really nice holder with all this stuff. Really cool. So the gentleman that runs the Tiny Tool Shop YouTube channel wanted me to let you know that he is very busy with his job, and also he is caring for a very elderly person in his family, and so he is busy, very, very busy. So unfortunately, he cannot sell these at the moment. He would love to, but he just doesn't have time. You can find these on Maker's World. People have emailed him, and he is just too busy to answer everyone at this moment. So go ahead and jump on at Maker's World. If you have a 3D printer, I guess you can go ahead and find the file there. So I'm really thankful. I do not have a 3D printer, so I'm very thankful for him for sending this. And I'm aware that this is not the only design out there, but I think this is a very portable design. So this is the tool right here without all the tools in it. But here you are with all these slots right here to add the extra tools. Now, this other version he made is even more minimalist. You just have the ratchet with the screwdriver and the extender with the tool right here. Now, with this, so you could take this off and potentially use some of the function of this tool right there, but it does get in the way a little bit, but it doesn't take very much to just pull it out of there. So it's not really meant to be completely used with the tool holder, but you can just slip this in like so, slip this in right here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool design. You have either option that you can choose, and these Workpro pliers, I really like these. Now, he did also make a magnetic tray of sorts where you can put the extender, and then you can put your 711L ratchet and then also a bit in the end. So that's pretty awesome right there. Now, I was trying to figure out with a small enough bits, you should be able, yeah, so you can pretty much leave it like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool right there. I did not ask him exactly which extender, but this one right here fits in pretty cool. So if you have an extender about that small or so, that would work. This is the other holder he made, which I think is really clever. This right here, I love it because it utilizes the pocket clip of this utility knife. Now, this is the same design, I think, actually. Oh, there we go. So this, I don't think I've seen this one. This one is the same version as the Workpro utility knife, except it has that push button. That's pretty cool. I actually had not seen that on Amazon. This is the Duratech. I'll try to leave links for this and the 711L ratchets and so forth. But this has that nice pocket clip. You can put it in here. Actually, I think it goes the other way. But you can put it in here and then attach the 711L ratchet with the holder, the bit driver, and then use this to put it in your pocket as a pocket clip. So I really like that. That's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and take these out. Now, I haven't really used this that much. I did wear this last night, so it can go that way. And then, yeah, actually, I think it fits a little bit better that way. Okay. And then put this in here on this side. This on that side, yeah, that works really nice. Now, this is one of the other things that he came up with. This is really clever right here. So you have this T-shank adapter. Let me see how you do it. You've got it right here. Then you go ahead, match these up, and then close these together. There you go. You've got a miniature T-shank saw handle. It actually holds in there a lot more securely than you would think. Now, obviously, you have to hold that together while you would use it. Then you go ahead, store it back in here, line this up, And then be careful that you don't break off the ends of these because this is just 3D printed. But what a clever design. And then you could hang it up on a keychain. And you have your T-shank handle you can carry with you. So I really appreciate him for sending all these to the channel. He also did send in the package, older second generation, brand new Leatherman Wave. Wow, that was extremely generous. And you can see that Leatherman used to have a leather sheath or leather pouch for their tools. So I'm going to leave this in the package probably for a little while. That is really awesome. I don't usually leave my multi-tools in the package, but this is a really cool tool. And make sure to visit his channel, as you can see on the screen. Tiny Tool Shop, that is his YouTube channel. And then also he is the one behind the genius of Dekoyu making their wire stripping wire cutters right there, replaceable. So Dekoyu made those largely due to him making his own, sort of pioneering that. And so thanks to him, we have that. So let's go ahead and test some of these kits right here, or weigh them rather. This comes in at 109 grams or 3.9 ounces. So that's what, about the same size as the SOG Power Pint. Very, very lightweight. So let's weigh the original copy. This comes in at 136 grams or 4.8 ounces. Really, really neat. Now with some of the other designs he is using, it looks like another extender. So he has this extender that you can use in some of these, and then the 711L as well. So pretty neat. This comes in at 4.3 ounces or 120 grams. Really awesome that you can have such lightweight tools. I really like what he has done with this. A huge thanks to him for sending all this to the channel.